Good day, sir. I will discuss to you the assisted suicide of Aurelia Brewers. So, at exactly 2 p.m. of January 26, 2018, on a Friday afternoon, a 29-year-old Dutch woman in the name of Aurelia Brewers died of assisted suicide or euthanasia by drinking a poison supplied by her doctor. Brewers had a depression issues, and for that reason, her doctor assisted her to meet her fatal death. In Netherlands, however, euthanasia is like legal. So the question is the doctor morally liable for the death of Aurelia Brewers? Why or why not? So it actually depends on the basis of the person's morality. So mine is based on the minimizing suffering rather than the abstract life. So my answer is no. The doctor is not morally liable for her death because there is a proper consent from Aurelia Browers to end her suffering. And also, she chose to be voluntary euthanized and she suffered a lot of mental health issues which is unbearable and hopeless. So here, in this situation, the consent plays a central role in enabling the two individuals to permissibly interact with one another to continue the act of assisted suicide or euthanasia. Since euthanasia is legalized in Netherlands, I think what the doctor did was morally acceptable based on their society rules or laws. So here, the story of Aurelia Brewers, at the age of 12, she already suffered a depression and was diagnosed a personality borderline personality disorder. So this kind of disorder experience you a an anxiety, a you can hear voices in your head, and also they always thought of a suicidal. So according to Linda Priestley, a BBC News journalist who documented Aurelia Brewer's last 2 weeks of life. So she stated that Brewers was often distressed and always harming herself. She had never been happy and doesn't know the concept of happiness. All she wanted to do was to be free. So here, in this situation, I conclude that Aurelia Brewers was were suffered more than a decade of mental illness. So in my opinion, I think the doctor did was what the doctor did was humane, given the situation. So she'd been as as what the story or the news said, she'd been through hard times, and her chance of recovery is slim or maybe none. So mentally ill is painful. It's really hard to escape, people, family included. So maybe you can see them on the outside like they are just a normal healthy person when in reality they are just slaying dragons painfully inside. So I think people should be able to decide for themselves if they are no longer wish to live rather than to suffer. And also, they should have a reasonable, accessibly method that is less painful as possible for their death. And that's all.